What's up, everybody? Welcome to this BTT Gaming deck profile, and today we're going to be looking at Cyber Dragons. And one thing that's really cool about Cyber Dragon is that this deck is really becoming popular. Well, it's been popular for a long time, but it's becoming more popular as a rogue deck in the competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Landscape, and the big reason for that is a lot of the main core cards have become a little more affordable because of the Cyber Strike structure deck. There's still some pieces of this deck that are pricey, but this deck is very effective, and there are a couple different ways you can play it. The main way I like to play it is a going second OTK, and we're going to go through the card by card. Now, there's a couple different variants of this I want to show off. The first is the variant with Dragoon, and then I want to show off a variant with the new Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer. So we'll go through the card by card, and I'll kind of explain what we have going on here. So, obviously we have the Dragoon Engine, Dark Magician, Red Eyes, and Red Eyes Fusion. Pretty typical stuff. Next we have 3 Cyber Dragon. You're going to be discarding Cyber Dragon a lot, but you can actually swarm Cyber Dragon on the field a lot, especially if you're going second and you hard draw a Cyber Dragon. You can special summon him, which is nice, but there are cards that will make you want to discard him, but there are ways you can bring him back too, and having Cyber Dragon on the field is really key for some of your extra deck summons. So 3 Cyber Dragons. Next we have 3 Cyber Dragon Core, the best normal summon in the deck. It searches a Cyber Dragon, spell or trap card, and then you can also link it off for more plays. We'll get to that also in the second. Cyber Dragon Core, a must-have 3 of in this deck. Next we have Cyber Dragon Hers, and this is one of the reprints in the Cyber Strike structure deck. This card was definitely more pricey at one point, but now it is definitely more affordable. Again, a mandatory 3 of in this deck, because when it's sent to the graveyard, alright, you can add a Light Machine monster from your deck to your hand, and again, there's multiple plays you can have with this card, whether it's linking it off or using certain other cards in the deck to send it. So, Cyber Dragon Hers, very important level 1. He's not going to see the field a lot. You want him sent to the graveyard to get that effect. Next we have 1 Cyber Dragon Notcher. Again, a very good reprint from Cyber Strike. You can special summon him to the field. Again, he can also be used as discard fodder for more plays. I only run one of him because he's not incredibly necessary. Like, if you don't see him in your opening hand, it's not the worst thing in the world. You want to see Core, you want to see Hers. They're searchable. Not sure, it's a solid second special summon, and it's good discard fodder. Next we have Hand Traps, Ash Blossom. Just a good card all around. And Droll and Lockbird, this card can be interchangeable depending on what your matchup is. I'm maining this because this card is good, particularly against Drytron. So Droll and Lockbird has been mained more often than not in most decks. So I have Droll and Ash as our monster hand traps, and obviously Infinite Impermanence as another hand trap. Again, these can be switched out depending on your matchup. Next we have 2 Galaxy Soldier. This is, again, a searchable card, just like most monster cards in this deck. A searchable card that can special summon by discarding a card, and can be special summoned in defense. When you special summon, you can add another Galaxy Soldier from your deck to your hand. So you special summon him, add him again, discard another light monster, and special summon him. So the main play here is you normal summon Core, you add Cyber Repair Plant, you search your Galaxy Soldier. If you have a Hers in your hand, you can discard your Hers, special summon Galaxy Soldier, make Galaxy Soldier Chain Link 1, Hers Chain Link 2. You add another Light Machine monster from deck to hand, probably your Cyber Dragon, and then you add another Galaxy Soldier, discard the card you searched with Hers, special summon another Galaxy Soldier, and then you can Xyz into a card like Nova, which eventually leads you to Infinity, but we'll show you that in a second. Next we have Juzakiru, Light Machine Kaiju. This card's actually really good counter to your opponent's Dragoon, and also can be a good play if you're trying to get Chimera Shark Fortress Dragon out by tributing your opponent's monster on their side of the field, and then using him as contact fusion for your Fortress Dragon. So that's the monsters, and here come the spells, and one of the most important spells in this deck is Cyber Emergency. It's a free searcher, and you're searching a Light Machine that cannot be normal summoned or set. So Cyber Emergency is very, very key to this deck. Machine Duplication. If you get your core on the field and you have Machine Dupe, you can get 2 more Cyber Dragons on the field. That means you can almost bypass the Galaxy Soldier play and get your Nova on the field right away. Or that just gives you more resources on the field so that now you have more plays. You can use the Galaxy Soldier play and you can get another Infinity or whatever. So Machine Duplication, very, very good. We have Cyber Repair Plant, again, a searcher. You add 1 Light Machine monster from your deck to your hand. You're mainly going to use this once you send Dragon Core to the graveyard. You're going to use Cyber Repair Plant to add your Galaxy Soldier. Alright, Cyber Rev System, special summon the Cyber Dragon from your hand or graveyard, just to get more monsters on the field. Next we have Cosmic Cyclone, just very good back row removal, only costs 1,000 life points, and what's important here is that you banish it. So I love Cosmic Cyclone. I think it's a really, really good card in this deck. Obviously Red Eyes Fusion and Overload Fusion, because this card is mainly going to be used for your Rampage Dragon, where the other fusion cards can contact fuse, so that's why we have Overload Fusion. Called by the Grave. If you get Ash, getting Ash in this deck, you can play through it without Called by the Grave. It's possible, but having that extra protection is very good. Remaining Harpy's Feather Duster. You don't have to main this if you'd rather main a card like a Monster Reborn, or a Nibiru, or an Alpha, the King of Beasts, or another Drone Lockbird. That's fine, but I like having back row removal in this deck. I love having versatility in this deck, and Harpy's Feather Duster is just a very, very good card. Dark Ruler No More, again, maining this right now, but this is a card you can sub out. You know, these 3, Duster and Dark Ruler, you can sub out for cards like Solemn Strike, depending on what kind of matchup it is and how you're playing this deck. But I like Dark Ruler No More going second, just so that your opponent's effects don't interrupt what you're doing. Lightning Storm, one of the best going second cards in the game. Back row removal, monster removal, just a great card in general. And that's the spell cards. For the trap cards, Cybernetic Overflow. So you banish the Cyber Dragon with different levels from your hand. Then destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. Alright, so you can banish a couple different Cyber Dragons with different levels, and that's how many cards you can destroy. If this card in the field is destroyed by card effect, you can add a Cyber spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So Cybernetic Overflow, very versatile card, and if it gets removed, you can still use another effect from it. So I love Cybernetic Overflow, and like I said before, we have 3 Infinite Impermanence. So that's the main deck, 42 cards. I know that's kind of weird, but I think it works. You know, having more than 40 cards isn't the worst thing in the world, because you can search anything in this deck. Anything in this deck. So you don't have to be handcuffed to just 40 cards in the deck. Now for the extra deck, we have Dragoon. You know, having Dragoon and Infinity on the board at the same time, which is very doable and very possible, is a nightmare for your opponent. That's so many negates, that's so much control you have, and just Dragoon is a great card. And obviously with Phoenix Enforcer coming out, we might swap this with Phoenix Enforcer again. I'll show you kind of what the deck looks like with the Phoenix Enforcer engine, but right now we have the Dragoon engine in here. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, one of the good contact fusion cards in this deck. Again, a good combo is putting your Kaiju on your opponent's board, tributing all your machine monsters, tributing the Kaiju on your opponent's board, summoning Chimera Tech, boom, a lot of attack points, just a really good contact fusion card. Even if you don't get a ton of attack points on him, the removal aspect alone is good. We have Rampage Dragon. Again, really good OTK enabler. You can target spell traps on the field up to the number of fusion materials you use and destroy them. Okay, so again, more removal, and it's just a good beater in general. We have Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. Again, its attack point is fully dependent on how many materials you use. It's a contact fusion card, and just very good for this deck. Now the Xyz, we have Cyber Dragon Nova. This card can enable OTKs because you can bump his attack points up to 4,200 depending on where you are in the duel. Alright, but a lot of the time you're going to overlay him with Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is probably the best overall card in this deck. Again, good for control. You can use your opponent's card as materials for this once per turn. It increases the attack by 200. You can also negate effects as a quick effect. So there's so much you can do with Cyber Dragon Infinity. Again, if you're in a more control kind of game, Infinity is the card for you. And because we have Xyz, we have to run Zeus. Again, can just clean the board up as a 3000 beater. Zeus Sky Thunder is just a great card, and it's very good in this deck as well. For the Link monsters, we have Cyber Dragon Seeger. You want to get this guy on the field if you think you have game on the board. He will increase the attack of your Cyber Dragon monster, and you can just blow your opponent up. Seeger is a really good Link monster for Cyber Dragons. We have Salamangreat Almirage. Now, it's a Link 1, and it's the best Link 1 you have, because the combo is you normal summon Dragon Core, link it off for Almirage, get your Cyber Repair Plant, use Cyber Repair Plant to get your Galaxy Soldier, you do the Galaxy Soldier combo to get Nova, then Infinity. You can use your Salamangreat Almirage for a couple different things. If you have other monsters on the board, you can link him off for another Link or Xyz play as well. Or you can tribute him to make your Cyber Dragon Infinity immune to card effects without having to use its negate. So Almirage is a very good card for this deck as well. Another Link 1, Relinquish Anima. If you use your Almirage already and you need another Link 1, Relinquish Anima is a good card for that. So yeah, it's always good to have Link 1s in this deck. We have Link Spire for tokens, and of course Predaplant Verte Anaconda for your Dragoon play, or you can use it for Overload Fusion. Predaplant Anaconda is very good for any fusion strategy, especially a strategy like Cyber Dragons. For the side deck, we have a bunch of going second cards. We have a Nibiru, Dino Wrestler Pankratops, Phantasme, Alpha the Master of Beasts. We have another Nashter or Notchter, just in case you feel like you need to add another one in there. And we have a Ghost Bell in Haunted Mansion. You can swap this out with really any hand trap if you want another Drawn Lockbird, or maybe an Effect Veiler, things like that. The reason I'm not maining these cards is that it's all matchup dependent. You know, a card like Pankratops, it's essentially another Cyber Dragon with another effect. But that does, I don't necessarily want to see Pankratops in my opening hand going second, because yeah, it can control the board, but I'm not really making many other combos with him. You know, and Nibiru is obviously a good going second card depending on the deck you're playing against. So all of these side deck monsters are situational based on the matchup. Next, Monster Reborn, one of, could come in handy. We have Pot of Desires. Now, I'm not maining that. Now, obviously, the pot card you use for this deck is Pot of Prosperity, but not everyone has that card. So, I think the next best thing is Desires for this deck specifically, because if you lose like a Core and a Nasher and a Cyber Dragon, like if you lose one of those main cards, there's others in your deck and you can still get your combos off. Now, I'm not maining this because this deck can search very easily, so I don't think Desires is completely necessary. Same thing with Triple Tactics Talent. Imperial Order, again, it all depends on the matchup. If you put this card in your deck, you want to make sure that you use all of your spells to get all your combo pieces before you activate this guy. Red Reboot, and a couple copies of Solemn Strike. If you want to take one of these cards out and add a third, you can do that as well. Some cards that are not in here that could make this deck better, that are more pricey. Forbidden Droplets would be really good in this deck, obviously. And like I said before, Pod Prosperity, and probably more Triple Tactics Talent, but this is a more budget-friendly deck. I'm not going to say this is a budget deck because Galaxy Soldier is pricey, Lightning Storm is pricey, Dragoon is pricey, Anaconda is pricey. Even Infinite Impermanence is still kind of pricey. So a lot of these decks are, or a lot of these cards are still pretty pricey, but there are other cards you can have in here that are more expensive to than them that you can put in here. So this is the deck profile. So we're going to show you an example, a couple examples of this deck. One with the Dragoon engine, and one with the new Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer card. So I hope you enjoyed the profile. I hope you enjoy this gameplay. That's fine. Alright, so let's special Cyber Dragon. Let's get Core. Normal Core. Let's get Cyber Repair Plant. Link off Core for Salamangreat. Cyber Repair Plant. We're going to add Galaxy Soldier. We're going to special Galaxy Soldier, discard hers. To as Cyber Dragon, Galaxy Soldier. Special. Let's get Nova. Okay. Now, let's send Fusion Destiny. Okay, so activate effect. We'll destroy him. Oh shoot, I did that wrong. So they negated the activation. Or they negated the destroy effect. I clicked the wrong button, that was my fault. So now we can special summon him back. No. Now we do. Destroy him. Oh my god, that's really good. So was that negated? Or does he come back at the end phase? Oh, so we can special summon. Oh! Destroy him. Destroy him. So he'll come back in the end phase. Special summon him. Destroy him. Wow. This guy's just a menace. Alright, fine. Imperm. Special summon him back. Huh. That's fine. Ha! Sucks for you. That's not gonna help you. Nova. Negate.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in season.
And we can end it off with Dragoon.
All I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break
Boom.
me down, but
All right.
I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for
All right. So that was Cyber Dragon versus Dark Magician, and that was a lot of fun.
and I